Hello, everyone. RPG Kid here, back with some more Final Fantasy XVI. In the previous video, we fought Kupka, not quite Titan, but yeah. And then obviously something happened with our doggo, and now we're going to talk to Otto about it. So, what's up with it, Otto?
Otto, is now a good time?
It's not a bad one. How's Jill doing?
Oh, she's been better. Ty is making sure she gets the rest she needs.
Good.
Any word on Kupka's movements?
And we also did Notorious Hunt. So,
but she's feeding on scraps. We've sent ours out to the curse breakers and their other friends in the west, asking them to keep their eyes peeled for anything unusual. No leads yet, but it's only a matter of time.
Right. Let me know when you find something.
There he is. All right, Clive. Still busy saving the world.
who are you?
Mid. When did you get back?
Mid.
Just now.
What about your studies?
Adjourn.
Agend. Metadon Telemon, what? Student of engineering at University of Canva. She is well versed in the secrets of modern and fallen technology as any scholar in the twins and means to put the knowledge to use in services of the hideaway.
Since Hugo Kupka invaded Rosaria, all the Canva's in uproar about it. He's gone mad. He's turned rogue. It'll be us next. You try concentrating with all of that.
All right. You win.
How long will you be staying this time?
Dunno. A while, most likely. Any road, while I'm here, I was hoping you could do us a favour.
Mid. You can't just expect me to...
Please, oblige her. While we are busy tracking down Kupka, you should have a little time to spare.
Professor! Now there's a
Professor!
face I haven't seen in a while. Shouldn't you have it buried in a dusty old tome?
I did, till a familiar trill pricked my ears. As ever, your exuberance is a breath of fresh air, which successfully scattered the painstakingly assembled fragments of my thoughts.
I like her.
I'll take that as a compliment. Well, Clive, you heard the professor. So, I'll meet you in the storeroom when you're done.
When you're done.
Wait, hold on.
She's just a ball of
Some
energy.
fresh air. Bloody tempest, more like.
Oi, Otto, you got my gill?
Huh? What are you on about?
My fee for bringing Mid across. She said you were paying.
Little.
The storeroom, was it? I wonder what Mid's plotting.
No, well, she's definitely a bolt from the blue. That was not the... I mean, technically it was the right button, but...
Shouldn't you be getting some rest soon?
What up, Mid?
You took your time.
I'm a busy man, Mid.
I'll get to the point then. I want to turn the room down there into a workshop like the one I had at Dad's place.
Mid, you've only just come back.
And I've been thinking about it for a while.
Okay,
Dad
she
said I had
is
a knack
Sid's
for engineering.
daughter then,
Told
right?
me everything he knew about it. Then
Right? Because isn't that Sid's last name, or am I mistaken?
that was his dream for me. That one day I'd put my studies to use for the good of the cause.
Yeah, she must be, or I don't know.
But I'm helping no one stuck at school. I've studied enough. It's time I put my knack to work. I know that I can help the people here, and I want to do it.
Well. It's
Yep,
sick
okay.
to see you now. All right. I'll tell Otto you'll be staying.
I knew you'd say yes. Which is why I wrote up a list of jobs for you.
For me?
Who else?
What do you want me to do?
First things first, I need equipment and materials to start making my own. There's the designs for the stuff I need, and the stuff it needs smithing from. The other materials I can work myself. Just need a generous benefactor to lay them on for me. Apart from the wood, I'll need a carpenter for that, but I can just borrow yours.
Is that everything?
For now. I'll let you know if I need out else.
Getting to work.
Where to start? Materials and tools. That means Karen and Blackthorn.
I like her. Especially since she's Sid's kid. Oh, hells yeah.
The little uns have been up to their old tricks.
Look at that little jump I do.
Jill looked white as a sheet when they looked.
Was wondering where you'd got to. Mid's back from Canva. Have you seen her?
Just now. She's planning to set up a workshop in the stores and ask me to buy her some materials. Here's the list.
The noxious vapors that spilled from the cracks around a certain door in Sidolphus' Telemon's Deadland hideaway would sting the eyes and burn the nose of anyone who stared too close. Combining with ingredients on the list would no doubt produce a similar result. Here's the note.
Think you can find everything on there?
This lot. Wouldn't be much of a trader if I couldn't.
Excellent. As for payment,
It's paid 100 times over by what that girl's done for us. If it weren't for her filters, we'd have naught to drink but blight water, and that would have drained the life out of us long ago.
indeed it
Ah.
would.
I'll send the stuff on to Mid when it comes in.
Thank you, Karen. Blackthorn, you busy?
What does it look like?
I have a commission for you. From Mid. She requires certain tools.
Sketches of inevitable devices seemingly drawn from the pages of a mad alchemist notebook, and a list of the equally exotic alloys from which things are smithed.
Do you think you can make them?
Bloody hell. What's she planning to build with this stuff? An airship? I'll see what I can do. Tell her I'll bring them over when I'm done.
My thanks. And Mid's, no doubt. That just leaves the carpenter. Let's see if Bardolph's available.
Nope, I am going the wrong way.
What do you need?
Oh, ask about
Sound
Mid.
Fordian, do you?
Grindstone. And when he lifted his fist, beneath them was found naught but
No
dust.
scratches, right? Should last you a good while.
Need a scarletite. Scarletite.
That it? Fine.
Ooh, I like the sword.
It's all right.
Oh right, he had a thing to ask about Mid. I want to do that.
Clive. Summer storm, that one.
Rolls in when you least expect it, soaking you into your skin and leaving you wriggling your breeches. Just like our old man. Keeps you on your on our toes though.
I'll make Mid the stuff she needs. Just give me a bit of time to work it all out with you.
So my next question is, who's the mother? Or is this going to be one of those things where she's adopted?
Is it business or
Like,
pleasure?
not actually. Is irrepressible the word? My girl doesn't let anything get her down. That's what's certain.
Quite the opposite.
In fact, she's got a way of making every bugger else get up and dance to a tune.
Like father, like daughter.
Yeah, I'd say it ran in the blood if I didn't know better. Can't wait to see what kind of queer contraption she comes up with next. As long as she doesn't try and rope me into building it for her. Okay, yeah.
Go on then.
I think right there just
Come again.
confirmed that Mid is
don't.
not Sid's actual
I'm not much bothered
daughter.
either
She
way.
is just adopted.
White as a sheet.
Which, nothing wrong with that. I mean, let's be honest, she does not look like Sid, but I mean, let's also be honest. It would not surprise me if Sid did have a couple of old ladies that he knocked up.
With a good oil in this.
Especially this Sid. I think this is the hottest Sid there's ever been.
How do, Master Sid?
Bardolph. Mid's looking to build a workshop in the storeroom, and she needs the aid of a skilled carpenter. So naturally I thought of you.
Well, I'd love to help the young miss however I can. But I'm afraid I got my hands full just keeping this place afloat. There's holes need patching, and if I don't patch them, will all of us sink into the mere. I'd gladly spare Mid all the time I have, but the sad truth is, I ain't got none.
I see.
It don't have to be me, though, does it? What about that other fella? You know, the one over at Martha's Rest. Bernard, was it?
That's right. And he is a friend of the cause. I'll ask Martha if she can spare him. Thank you, Bardolph.
Least I could do.
I just forget you gotta hold it down. Okay. I want to know how will like that stuff. Will we be able to like learn what all that stuff does at some point? What's this? On dressing greens of Geishel, never down raw, least bitter juice inspired violent rectine and loose bowels. Avoid the fry pan, least foul stink taint the iron, rendering it none better than slag. And by no means put to stew, least the vapors overexcite stable bows. If suffer the fodder, one must first mix with 9 parts dark mint, 6 parts lemon peel, and 3 parts ginger root, and soak in honeyed wine for a quarter moon to lessen Maldor. Martha books no straps. Fallen cheatery will be repaid with the swift boot to the ass. Mucking, stacking, packing, peeking, palming, voicing, fingering. Damn! They're doing a lot of fingering.
Ah, Clive, what brings you to the rest?
Our home finds itself in need of an extra carpenter. I wondered if I might be able to borrow Bernard for a short while.
I don't mind if he don't. We're all friends here, aren't we?
Thank you, Martha. Do you know where I might find him?
He went up to Cressida on business. No idea what, mind. Place is a ruin. Far as I know, he's still there.
I'll look for him there then.
All right. Cressida. Oh. Let's see what's happening here. I'm still gonna say it, this music, this song right here that's currently playing, I think so far this is my favorite track in the entire game in terms of just like regular tracks, you know.
Time to fight.
Like, I guess, like, how do I want to word it? Oh god, I need to... I need to buy some potions. I need to buy potions for sure. But like, I don't know, there's just something about this track that's like, nope, this is good. Like, this is the track that I just want to keep listening to. Of course, you know, you got the hype battle music, the Phoenix and the Ifrit fight song. I guess like every single boss, the boss fight music. That's really good too. Yellow.
Hi. Clive, ain't the lad who saved my life. What brings you to a place like this?
You do, Bernard. Martha said I might find you here. I have a proposition for you.
Oh, do you know? Building a workshop, you say? Well, that beats tacking boards to bridges, sure enough. And if Martha didn't mind me being gone a while, then neither do I. You just tell me where you want me.
That's the spirit.
I couldn't ask a favor, though, could I? Before we go?
Of course.
Well, that there is Cressida, where I grew up. Ain't much left of it now, though. Except my parents' graves. But I came up here hoping to visit. I even patched up the bridge to get across. Only to find the place crawling with fiends. But you're a dab hand when it comes to dealing with beasts and bogles, ain't you? Any chance you could,
It's the least I can do.
Well, thank you kindly. And take care.
Alrighty.
This shouldn't take long.
Untouchable.
Soil and stone!
Soiled stone. Beat rocking blocks. Oh, multi.
Let's try.
Ah, damn it.
Right. Too slow. Farewell.
Farewell. Nice.
That should do it.
You made short work of that lot. Thank you, son. Now my folks can rest in peace once more.
How long is it since the village was abandoned?
Oh, people started packing their things after the duchy fell. Between the Blight and the Imperials, you just couldn't make ends meet. Must be nigh on a decade since the last wagon left. Though it may as well have been a century, looking at the place. This isn't the Cressida I remember.
I'm sorry.
Ah, don't be. Can't live in the past, no matter how nice it might have been. Soon as I'm done saying a prayer for those that raised me, it's onto your hideaway. I'll meet you there.
That should take care of Mid's little list. Better head back before she thinks of anything else.
Might as well head back before she thinks of anything else. What's all the way over here first, though? So, I mentioned this before, but like, yeah, I've looked at the trophy list, and there's like always like 2 trophies tied to each icon. I've gotten both of Titans now. I'm missing one for Garuda, which is basically land her the 3 moves in the air. I don't know if they have to be a single time. Like, I have to do all 3 of them in one fight to do that, or if it's just do all 3 of them in the air. And if that's the case, the only one I haven't done is Rook's Gambit. So... Alrighty, nothing else? Nope, okay.
The little uns have been up to their old tricks again.
How much renown do I have? I'm curious about that. Oh well, that's something I think I'll see that once I'm done with Mid's request.
Shouldn't you be getting some rest?
Yeah, hello, Mid.
All right, Clive? You've all done then?
I am. I've placed your various orders, and a carpenter by the name of Bernard is on his way from Martha's Rest.
That's brilliant. Thanks, Clive.
Is there anything else you need?
Nope. Blackthorn and Lady Karen have already sent over everything I asked for, and I've got all my plans drawn up. So as soon as Bernard gets here, we can get to work. I can't wait.
What's complete? Oh, I have almost 300. Okay. The Breath of Earth wind up. Definitely need to do. I want to do a couple more of his abilities too.
That's my good deed for the day done. Let's see how Jill's faring.
Before that, let's do the one side quest that doesn't involve going into the infirmary, unless of course since I'm be walking past it, is the infirmary going to take me straight in there? Nope, okay.
Yeah. What's everyone whispering about?
Hello.
Do you have a moment, Sid?
Doris.
A team of curse breakers is...
Daughter of Sid and student of engineering at the University of Canva. From a young age, Mid showed the same passion for innovation as her father and an even greater aptitude. She is well-versed in the secrets of modern and fallen technology as any scholar of the twins, and means to put that knowledge to use in service of Hideaway. I still don't think it's his actual daughter, like biological daughter.
missing near Northreach.
Which team?
Coles. They were sent to liberate a carriage of bearers before they could be smuggled to market. They were moving in for their assault when the carriage was attacked by goblins. A cursebreaker managed to release a Stolus amid the confusion, but... this was days ago. They should be back by now, but I've heard nothing from any of them. I can't help but worry that...
They know the work is dangerous. But I'm sure they're fine.
But what if I've got them all killed? Before they go out, I always remind them why we're doing this, what they escaped, and what we're freeing people from. But I never really thought how my words might affect them. What risks they might take because of the things I've said.
I'll go and find them.
I'll go and find them. We'll both rest easier knowing they're safe.
Thank you, Sid. And
yeah, no
I'm
problem.
Sorry to trouble you with this. The plan was to intercept the slaver somewhere in the Dragon's Eyrie. I can't tell you much more than that, I'm afraid.
That should be enough to go on.
Dragon's Eyrie
If they were
got...
there, Torgal will track them down.
Okay. Haven't seen the dame yet in a while.
Keep them pilgers nice and chill.
Look at this place.
Faster!
The journey is airy. There's a cart. I guess that's too far. Sorry, girl. Oh.
Thanks, girl. Cole, I'm glad you're in one piece.
Just about. Sid, if you don't mind me asking, what are you doing here?
Doris sent me to find you. She hasn't heard anything since the attack. She's been worried about you.
I sent a runner to the Dame in Northreach. The hideaway should have learned of our survival yesterday.
Well, I'm here now. And it looks like you freed the bearers.
Only some. The rest locked themselves in the slaver's carriage rather than fleeing when they had the chance. I want to help them, Sid. But we're barely in any state to protect those few we did save.
You made the right decision. Now where's the carriage?
The goblins may still be out there.
You have duties to attend to here. See to the injured. I'll handle the rest.
All right. Just follow the path to the south. You'll come across the carriage soon enough. And please, hurry. If the beastmen get to those bears,
I already did.
souls will be eaten alive.
I won't let that happen.
Like, I was already at that carriage.
And Sid, it's good to see you.
Don't thank me just yet.
You weren't here.
They're trying to get into the carriage. Too slow. Nice try.
I like Titans so fucking much.
Nice try. Too slow. It's over.
It's over. Not quite enough experience yet.
Who are you? friend. Are there any more survivors? Why didn't you flee with the others? If the goblins had made it through that door, you wouldn't have stood a chance.
Why should we run? One miserable death's no worse than another.
Perhaps. But we're here to give you another choice. Freedom, safety, the life you've been denied. Come with us. Let us protect you.
Sid, I couldn't just let you... You weren't too late then. Thank the gods.
This man risked his life to save yours. To give you a second chance.
Fine. Do with us what you will.
What we'll do with you is take you to safety. After that, it's up to you. Your lives are your own now.
You can leave the rest to us, Sid. We'll get everyone back to the hideaway.
Thank you. I'll let Doris know we're expecting new arrivals.
Alright, back to the hideaway. And of course, yes, I know there's that other quest, but of course, story was going to be blocking it. And I think I have enough renown once I pick this up to be like, hey.
The little ones have been up to their old tricks again.
Be like, I can pick something up. But maybe I'll wait till after I'm done with the other quest
Sid,
first.
Welcome back. A Stolas from the Dame arrived
The Dame!
not long after you left. If I'd just waited a little longer, I might have been able to deal with things myself. Or maybe I wouldn't. I keep making the wrong decisions.
Cole and the others got home safely. You made exactly the right decision.
No, I was lucky. I've been tracking that slaver for months, and then I sent Cole and you after them woefully unprepared. What kind of leader sends people into danger without considering all the risks? I should have urged greater caution, told Cole to be wary, to pull back at the first sign of trouble.
We swore the same oath as you, Doris.
It's good to see you safe and well, Cole. I'm sorry.
With all due respect, we Cursebreakers don't risk our lives because you commanded of us. We risk them because we believe in our cause. No one with doubts ever joins our ranks. The agony of removing the brand more than sees to that.
We all know how much bravery that takes.
Cole, I never doubted your courage. Only my ability to see it put to good use. Thank you for your faith in me. I'm not sure I deserve it.
Oh, you do.
I sometimes wonder if I might prefer to risk death alongside the others than ask it of them. But I'm a Cursebreaker. I swore an oath too. I have a role to play, and I must trust that I'm the right one to play it.
Exactly.
You will. In time.
Quest complete. Level up. Level up, 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 the breath of fire, rising flames. Now let's go do this side quest first.
Ah, Clive.
Talia. How's Jill?
Recovering, but she still needs her rest.
Of course. Take good care of her, won't you?
I'll do my best. Oh, Gav was looking for you. He said he had something to show you in the shelves.
The shelves.
Shelves?
Oh, that's right. He went to ask Harpocrates about Torgor. He must have found something. You have the look of a man with the twins upon his shoulders, Rodrigue.
Talia has tasked me with removing a Cursebreaker's brand. But it's my first time, and I don't think I can do it. I'm afraid of what happens if I fail. You survived, I know, but hear as many die as recover. Is it really worth the risk?
You don't need me to answer that. You know full well what we're fighting for. I hope as much as you that one day bearers can walk among others as equals. But until that day, a brand is a burden, and we must lift that burden in order to go undetected.
And yet no one ever thinks about, like, what? And yet no one ever thinks, huh, that's weird that they have a scar across their cheek that looks exactly like the brand. Oh, well, they're not branded.
But it's also essential. And we undergo it willingly.
I know. I still wish there was some other way. But griping about my lot helps no one, I suppose. Don't worry. I'll do what must be done.
I know you will.
Unfortunately, the first thing that needs doing is the preparation of a draft to dull the pain. Something I can't do with the infirmary's ammonia supply so low. What few leaves we have would barely be enough for removing a splinter, let alone a brand.
Just tell me what you need.
You'll go? Oh, thank you. No one knows Herblore like Taya, and she swears by ammonia for easing pain. It's simple enough to find, if you know where to look. And fortunately for you, I do. Along the river near the village of Amber over in Rosaria. Just search for the bright blue blossoms.
Just a little. Alright. At Amber. Okay. Grab this.
The river was easy enough to find. Now for those herbs.
Agitated.
Nice try. Nice try.
You lose.
It's over. This is the only plant around here with blue flowers. I hope it's the right one. Should be enough to keep the infirmary stocked for a while. Hopefully this will put Rodriguez's mind at ease.
The little ones have been up to their old tricks.
The little ones have been up to their old tricks. But they're silly rabbits because tricks are for kids. Wait, what?
I'm feeling a lot better,
thanks to Tarya's remedies. But she insists I rest.
And rest you shall, my love.
I hope you didn't have too much trouble finding the ammonia.
Wild herb that, when brewed into an infusion, can dull the pain of a barber's blade.
Only the usual.
Oh, yes. This is it. And more than I was expecting. I dare say the patient won't feel a thing. That is, unless I...
You'll do fine. Taya trusts you, which means I trust you. The hideaway would be lost without skilled physicers like yourself.
Thank you for the kind words. Truly. But... I'm sorry. I'm still terrified. The brand is more than just ink on flesh. It's a death sentence. Milk of the wyvern tail lurking just below the surface of the skin. One ill-conceived incision, a single slip, and the poison fouls the patient's blood.
Oh, okay.
Failure means death, and even success means tremendous pain.
I liked. I wish there was a way that they tell us like how this whole thing actually goes about.
A physiker to help people, not to kill them. I don't want to kill anyone.
Cursebreakers lead hard lives, and the operation is only the beginning. They toil in the shadows, risking life and limb, knowing their efforts will win them neither glory nor acclaim. And yet we never won for volunteers. Why do you think that is?
Conviction? They're willing to die?
They're willing to fight. To give their lives to create a world where people like us can be more than mere possessions. I know your work isn't easy, but neither is going under the knife. Be a shoulder for your patients to lean on. Stay strong for them.
You sound like Taya. Do you know what she once told me? It's natural for a patient to feel like they're suffering in solitude. And it's a physiker's duty to see that they don't. Thank you for helping me remember that. I won't falter.
Yay! Way to be a physiker. That's how you say the word, right? Physiker? So, I'll try my best to try to remember that. 320, baby! Physiker. Okay.
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper.
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper.
Come to claim your just desserts.
Safe passage. Not long ago, I was accosted by footpads as I walked the gilded path and would have perished alone in the desert had not the cursed breakers come to my aid. I owe them my life. May this token serve them well.
You earned this.
I wonder how much renown there is. Like, what's the highest we can go? Alright, what was that I just got? Increase combo damage by 5%. A direwolf subdues its prey by overwhelming it with a fury of attacks that injure both body and spirit, stunning the creature and allowing for a quick kill before it can recover. Well, what's the other... Oh no, Raging Fist is the aura. But Evil's very good. So my guess is when I master an ability, I can equip it to anyone of these. So then, yeah, that's probably what you gotta do with Garuda's thing. Then you gotta use all three, which is weird because it's like, damn, that's so weird. Which, by the way, do I actually have enough to maybe do that? No, they're all... The only one that I can do is Gouge. Look, I don't think I need to land them in, like, I don't need to be in the air for all three of the moves in the single thing. I think I just need to do it in one single battle where I just need to be in the air and land all three of them. All right, what's up with Torgal?
Clive, where have you been? I've been wanting to ask you something about Torgal. Where did you get him, like, in the first place?
My father brought him back from one of his expeditions into the Northern Territories. They were crossing a snowfield when they heard his cries, and, seeing no sign of his pack, they took him in.
What do you reckon, Torms?
It certainly adds weight to the theory. Clive, I believe that Torgal may be no mere hound, but a rare frostwolf. An animal native to the far northern reaches of Valisthea. In one of our oldest bestiaries, I found reference to a frostwolf who served as guardian to an ancient queen of the north. Such was his mastery over aether, he could cast magics on command. His name was Fenrir.
Yeah, Fenrir!
The Frostwolf.
Now, the annals do not state it explicitly, but I have reason to believe this queen was a dominant of Shiva, a girl from the Northern Territories and her faithful hound. One awakens as the dominant of Shiva, and the other...
You're saying that Jill granted Torgal his powers?
What?
Oh.
Just like Fenrir.
I mean, that makes sense.
People called him my hound, but Torgal and Jill were inseparable. He grew up as a faithful companion to the dominant of Shiva, and years later, his powers awakened, just when his master needed him the most.
You're right. If it weren't for Torgal blasting those bastards to Kingdom Come, Jill would have been for it.
Quite. Though Torgal's power is his own, his latent birthright as a frostwolf, it had only to be unlocked.
Oh, get you, Torgal!
You're an even finer hound than we thought.
And regarding your original concern, you need not fear for Torgal's health. Why, the beast has the appetite of a behemoth. Just this very morn, I found him with his nose buried in my nuts.
There you are! I've been looking everywhere for you. Bernard's here. I need you to introduce us so we can get to work.
I shall be a moment.
Isn't it brilliant?
It is.
All right.
Well,
now, what do we do here?
You and everyone else. But I promise I'll pay you back. I'm gonna work my fingers to the bone for you lot, starting right now. Just you wait. I'll make wonders like this world's never seen.
Then I look forward to seeing them. Now that that's settled, I wonder if Vivian's made any progress tracking down Kupka.
All right. Mid's dungeon.
We have everything we need to begin work in earnest. And work in earnest we shall!
Thanks for before, son. That was a good deed you did me. Only right I do you one in return. Though I did wonder if I'd bit off more than I could chew when Mid showed me her plans for the place. If she hadn't been there to tell me what to do, I wouldn't have known where to start.
Thanks for letting me do this, Clive. I'll pay you back, I promise.
So we don't have a inkling as to what this is yet then, huh? All right. All right, now Now we're probably going to be getting to our Titan tight.
Wish Miss Midador would let us help her with her dungeoneering. I wonder what she's going to dungeoneer next.
Let's go and ask her.
I think I'll wait till midsummer to take a tour.
Now I think we are going to be doing the the actual Titan fight. I don't know. What can Kupka do with no hands? Well, let's see here. I'm actually curious if it's kind of like an Attack on Titan thing. Like, you can cut off, like, Aaron's hand, but as soon as arm or whatever, but as soon as he becomes a Titan and then he comes back to normal, it's back to normal. I wonder if that's somewhat the same with the Eikons here and their dominance. If you, like, cut off a hand or arm or something, but they just, you know, they prime into their Eikon, then they get their stuff back. Now we'll see.
How goes the hunt for Kupka?
Largely in circles. We have myriad sightings of strange soldiers in unexpected places, but nothing definitive as yet. If only we knew for certain by what route he left Rosalith.
Well, keep at it. If anyone can piece this puzzle together, it's you. And I'm willing to wait as long as it takes.
I might have to go close my door because, hey, everyone, it's 4th of July, so...
Here?
Yeah, I was about to say.
Would that be a problem?
Do you know, Clive, I believe it a mercy that you didn't inherit your father's throne. Your poor people would surely live in fear of you.
You have nothing to worry about on that front. I won't be claiming his crown.
That is a relief.
It's not mine.
Clive, have you got a minute?
It's not mine to claim. It's my brother Joshua.
Have a guest.
A guest?
What does that mean? Well, we know it's not Joshua. Or it...
For your trouble.
Oh, no, it's my uncle.
In hindsight. Uncle Byron?
Uncle Byron?
Clive, my boy! Tap a cask and stoke the ovens for your favorite uncle is here!
Uncle Byron? All right. All right, Uncle, what's up? Meanwhile, in a place where bullshit's happening, twin side, the Holy Emperor Sambrek. The former capital of Crystalline Dominion, after a unilateral maneuver by the Holy Emperor of Sambrek in 873, it became the imperial capital. Drake's Tail. That's probably going to be the last Mother Crystal we take down, Drake's Tail.
The Dalmekian government sues for peace. How shall we respond?
If they're willing to accept their fault in the matter, I see no
The 5 cardinals. That's a different thing.
to refuse them.
Still, we must insist on substantial reparations. Twinside stores are not as bottomless as reported.
Aye, and we have many more mouths to feed. We shall just have to have the Dalmecs empty their treasuries for us.
Of course, none of this would have been possible without your timely intervention, Prince Olivier.
Indeed, I doubt any of us would have had the courage to trade words with the mighty Titan, nor less the wit to win him over.
The Empire owes you a great debt.
Why do I feel like Olivier is like lame in that he actually doesn't talk or any of that stuff? I don't know. I feel like there's, I mean, he reminds me of God, I can't remember any of their names, but if you guys have ever watched Game of Thrones, it's Ned Stark's wife's sister, who she's the ruler of her one place, and her one child is like always like babying. Like he still sucks her tits, and he's like 12 or something, so he's like old, you know, but he still acts like a child. Like he acts like he's, you know, 5 or whatever. So Hugo's got an update. Dawn of the Eikon, Titan Warden of Earth, on learning the identity of the one who slew his beloved Benedicta, he sends his forces to ransack Rosalith, capital city of Rosaria, and Clive's former home. In the hopes of drawing him out, Clive takes up the offer and is able to best Kupka in battle, cutting off his hands in the process. Before Clive can deal the finishing blow, the helpless Hugo is spirited away by a mysterious man from Walode.
May the blessing of the crystals go with you, Your Highness.
May the blessing of the crystals go with you.
Very good.
Now, let us come to the question of precisely when the Dalmex will withdraw their troops.
Dion's fire could rid us of them in mere moments. The men of the Fist will not withdraw until a peace treaty is concluded. So let us keep the negotiations open, give them time to gather what gold and trinkets they can, and once they deliver that which we demand, what worth is a piece of parchment?
Your Radiance, were Prince Dion to take the field, the enemy would surely send their own dominant to meet him. And while His Highness would of course prevail, there would be heavy losses on both.
You need not fear Hugo Kupka. He is engaged on the Western Front. Even were the Dalmex to send for him, he would not arrive in time. As much as I would enjoy witnessing a clash between Bahamut and Titan,
Well, you won't get to see that.
it is not to be.
Also, yeah, they're firing off fireworks. I live in city limits. I live in a city. You're not really supposed to do that unless you know. Whatever.
If the fighting spread to the city proper, the people would bear the brunt of it.
There will be losses, it is true.
Wow.
Yet for every citizen who falls, another can be bred.
Ugh.
For every home that burns, another can be built.
Oh,
The Empire will live on.
I remember like that line in one of the trailers, I believe.
Dion?
Yes, sire.
Fucking flower.
Prepare for battle.
But sire...
Do not make me repeat myself. Return to your camp and await my orders.
Asshole. Everyone's an asshole. Although Dion, I don't like. I like him.
If that is your wish, Your Radiance, I shall depart at once. May Gregor forgive you.
Yes.
What do the astrologers augur?
The stars are in agreement, Your Radiance. The shadow of treachery hangs over Prince Dion.
Hmm. Hmm. What does that mean? Does that mean that he would.
So Annabella's tales were true.
Does that mean he'll turn on you guys?
You disappoint me, Dion.
Well, I mean, the orders that you're giving. I feel like Annabella's pulling a lot of strings. I feel like she's the main puppet master in all of this. I mean, yes, we have Ultima, who's God knows his role in all this, and I feel like Annabella has no idea about Ultima and any of that stuff, but still.
Only one way to find out.
Like, there's a lot of shit going on. So, anyway, Uncle, let's talk.
It's just one thing after another around here.
Like, maybe there will be at some point. I'll be able to like watch some cutscenes because I feel like there's a lot of these cutscenes that would be worth rewatching just so I can understand and just hear stuff again. Be like, okay, I somewhat understand it a little bit better now. You know, kind of like how 13 Sentinels does in a way.
Ah, my dear nephew.
And other games too, not just
I've
13
missed
Sentinels, but.
How did you find this place, Uncle?
Through the good offices of young Sir Wade. He really is the most helpful fellow. As are you, I hear. The Guardians and those they freed tell the most outlandish tales of your heroics in Rosalith. Which is why I came, to learn the full truth of the matter. Sort the fact from the fiction, so to speak.
You were working with the Guardians of the Flame to evacuate the people of Rosalith to Port Isolde.
I was, aye.
Then I have questions for you. Please, come inside, Uncle.
Gladly. You there? There are 2,000 gold talents in those chests. See that they're added to my nephew's coffers, would you?
2,000?
And I'm afraid that is all I know.
A fleet sailing south past Port Isolde. Most intriguing.
Forgive me for not being able to tell you more. I hadn't the faintest idea Kupka withdrew wounded from Rosalith. Still less that my own nephew dealt the decisive blow.
What do you think, Vivian?
I think, with this news of the Dhalmekian fleet and recent reports of the Royalists' movements, that the final piece of the puzzle has fallen into place. Come here and I'll show you. It is known that Kupka's forces entered Rosaria via its unguarded coast. So can the same be said of your visitors from Waloed? Certainly, her Royal Navy is famed for the efficiency with which it bears her knights from one battlefield to the next. And in the Einherjar, or Black Galleon, she boasts a vessel nigh as swift and every bit as feared as the kingdom's legendary cavalry. A fitting flagship for a land apart, her naval presence being crucial to her ambitions beyond Ash. Yes. It seems safe to assume that the Royalists did indeed enter Rosaria from the sea. So then, had you a vested interest in Titan's survival, whither would you take him? Why, home to Drake's Fang, a place rich enough in aether to conjure the magics needed to mend his hurts. But would that not entail an arduous voyage around the southern cape? Let us say that the Royalists did put ashore with a mind to spirit Kupka away from under your very nose. Could that truly have been their plan for him? To load him aboard one of the ships flying Republican colors sighted off the coast near Port Isolde. To spend weeks at sea, being tossed hither and yon by unforgiving waves, his life hanging in the balance. No. The journey would mean Titan's death, and Kupka's faithful creatures would not allow it. So what then was the plan of our Waloed friends? Reports suggest they made not for the coast, but for the desert. And by cutting through the Velcroy, a party traveling light would have Titan back in his bed days before a galley could lurch into port. To wit, it was the Royalists, not the Republicans, who effected Hugo Kupka's safe retreat. I would stake your life on it.
So it was the Waluders who spirited the wretch away. Now I think about it, there was something a little strange about the ships I saw. The men seemed almost crestfallen, as if in mourning, as if they believed, or were made to believe, that their master was dead.
You have a keen mind, Lord Rosfield. And you have your answer. To find Kupka, you have merely to follow the Royalist trail across the Velcroy. It may well have gone cold by now, but as they say in the Republic, all roads lead to Drake's Fang.
Allow me to accompany you part of the way. As luck would have it, I had intended to journey Canberward on business after visiting you here. The Fang would be but a short detour.
I'd be glad of the company. Give me a moment to make ready. I need to tell my friends what we've learned, and where we're going.
Very well, but be quick about it, my boy. Time waits for no man.
Alrighty. Oh damn, we're still doing the
And how may I assist you today?
Let's go
we met
mid.
under curious circumstances.
I think it's fair to say it was during my time at the university. I had returned to my lecture hall to collect some notes and discovered Mid crouched under the lectern, sketching some design or another by candlelight. It transpired that she had fashioned a key and had been using my classroom as her own secret study, a place a quiet refugee from overzealous tutors and the like.
Naturally.
I insisted she leave. But Mid being Mid, she refused to take no for an answer, and before I knew it, I had not only allowed her to continue her late-night studies, but had agreed to take her on as a pupil into the bargaining. Though I soon wish I hadn't, her refusal to defer to authority was no less evident in my lectures. Was this my reward for years of painstaking study, I wonder? To be teased and tormented by some oil-stained stripling who seemed to delight in my own discomfort.
Still.
Our time together was not entirely disagreeable, not least because it was she who unearthed the plot against my life and encouraged you to come and whisk me away to safety. And so I came to take refuge in our base of operation, just as she once did in mine.
Lord Byron Rosfield.
Of the 7 high houses, protector of Port Isildur, and your uncle no less.
I heard tell.
He was an adventurous soul, and journeyed alone to the secret lair of the villainous Sid the Outlaw would certainly seem to give truth to the rumors. He will make a valuable ally, and a generous one, I hope, and his connections among the nobility will surely prove useful.
Why?
Perhaps we will soon be inviting the heads of the remaining high houses to the grand so yeah, here in the hideaway. I must practice my steps.
How may I help you today?
So weird that they like don't show relationships during like some of these things, you know? I mean, like right there, it's rescued and like all that stuff, best friends. Like they show stuff, but I find it so weird that they still don't like actually like show any relations. Mistrust. Applauds achievement, secretly backs, flatters. Ugh, fucking hell. Manipulates, yeah, fuck. I'm sorry, fuck Annabelle. She's a complete and utter ass.
Here you are.
Ready to Drake's Fane.
The state of the realm is ever-changing. Clive.
Mid's finished outfitting a little workshop.
Now let's go check out everything else and then I'll probably end the part, because we are gonna go face Titan! For realsies this time.
Who's this blue blood?
Who's this blue blood? Here's what that last question mark is.
It's back from camp.
I know we don't have enough to level up, but I'd still want to know like some of the stuff that I may have missed in between all this stuff.
I know.
Is there something I might assist you with, Clive?
About Mid. Young Mid has always been too clever by half.
From the moment of her very first steps.
She would roam the hideaway, tearing apart everything she laid her little hands upon. But it wasn't until she started putting those things back together again that Sid realized his daughter had been blessed with a truly special talent.
And so?
Rather than see it squandered, he swallowed his pride and sent Min to the university in Canva to study under the Free City's finest mechanist. That was her 11th name day. We have reaped the benefits of her studies ever since. Her inventions are a part of our daily lives here at the hideaway, even if she herself is not.
As to why she has stayed away.
What has it that part of her is simply afraid? Afraid that coming home will remind her too much of what she has lost.
Did you know
that Tet and Kral's parents were both bearers? Having lived as long in the world where as so much was denied them, it would not have been easy for them to find love.
Once they had.
Oh, how brilliant it did burn. Love that only burned together once Tet and Kral were there to bask in it, to share it.
Until it was taken away.
Plunging their twins into a darkness no man or woman, let alone child should ever have to face. A path that will ever hang over us, as long as the man who casts it walks free.
I have compiled some new entries, if you would like to see them.
If you would like to see them.
You wish to study the tomes?
Torgal. And protector of him and his allies. However, it emerges that he is much more than a mere scented hound. He is a rare frost wolf, embedded with the sorcerer's strength that he is able to call upon to defend his allies in times of crisis. Oh my god, why do you do this, game? Why do you do that? I fucking hate that. Born in Brand Rosaria, Doris now captains the Corpse Bearers, directing their bearer liberating operations in concert with Cole, her second in command. While she is fiercely committed to the cause, she abhors violence and will only bloody her blade if circumstances demand. That's actually quite interesting. Carpenter, who resides in Martha's Rest, whose speed and skill, together with the surrounding marsh waters, delators of efforts on the planks and piles of the village's many bridges, keeps his services in high demand. He was born and raised in Chrysalia, where his parents lay buried, and has recently engaged to be wed. That's all them. Though slightly smaller than her sister to the west, the eastern continent of Valisthea is markedly more altitudinous. Her lightly wooded shores, guarded on all sides by nigh unscalable cliffs, have been ravaged by the blight still more grievously than storm. The kingdom of Wa'alud is now her sole remaining nation. A nation formerly known as the Grand Duchy of Rosaria, occupying the western reaches of the continent of Storm. With the fall of Drake's breath, life of the people of Rosaria grew steadily more difficult, and countless thousands were forced to seek refuge in and around the country's already overcrowded cities. Then, in 878, Hugo Kupka's forces invaded, piling further misery on the downtrodden populace, but losing the empire's grip somewhat in the process. Former capital of the Duchy of Rosaria, when Hugo Kupka's forces invaded, the entire city was put to the torch, and the magnificent castle shacked, causing many of its inhabitants to flee. Situated in the heart of the duchy of the ducal capital of Rosalith, this towering ivory fortress has been under Sambrekios' command since 860, though little remains from them to command since much of the capital is destroyed in this siege set by Hugo Kupka and his private guard. An incident in which Hugo Kupka, hoping to gain his revenge for the death of Benedicta Harm, attempted to draw out Sid, whom he now knows to be Clive Rosfield, from hiding with the attack on the capital of his beloved former homeland. The city became a battlefield, and amidst the death and destruction, many innocents lost their lives. A village located deep within the wetlands of central Rosaria It was once the site of an aqueduct that was hoped would carry water to the capital of Rosalith, but those plans never came to fruition due to both the Holy Empire's annexation of the duchy and a sudden influx of feral beasts displaced by the Blight's march south through the dim. Now it lies abandoned, many of its residents having fled to nearby Martha's Rest. Fuck you. The Federation of Neighboring Independent City-States located in the southwest of the Dalmekian Republic. While originally part of Dalmekia, the cities achieved their independence in the year 857, hoping to step away from the Republic's internal struggles and focus instead on the commerce upon which their prosperity had been built. Political power currently resides with a council of guilds master, prominent Canvarian traders, and craftspeople. The lack of a dominant or a mother crystal to convert, along with its considerable financial resources, allows Canva to retain both its independence and neutrality in the face of considerable turmoil elsewhere. As such, its lack of standing army, the defense of its walls having been relegated to a small yet well-trained city guard. The capital of the free cities of Canver, located to the tail end of Titan's Wake in southeast Storm, it is a hive of mercantile activity where once can hardly move, for the trade transcends on nigh every cobbled corner. That's it for that. Mysteries of the Realm. Nothing over here. Brand removal. Ah, this is what I wanted. The painstaking process of slicing away the bearer brand so that no mark remains. Tara, the hideaway's physiker, has mastered the procedure, though it still entails a good deal of pain and a risk. Indeed, the brand is written in poison ink that any attempt to remove it should result in death. Given this, many chose to forgo the process, even though their brands precludes them from ever leaving the hideaway. Oh, okay, so that's what they mean by the poison. The brand is poison. That makes sense. Frostwolf. A rare breed of wolf from the frozen northern territories that is said to be able to conjure magics. An ancient fable from the region prominently features a frostwolf by the name of Fenrir, who has companion to the Queen of the Snows, most likely an allusion to the dominant of Shiva, and defend her not with tooth and claw, but with bolts of ice. By tooth and claw. The Iron Jar. Flagship of the Volanda Navy, also known as the Black Galleon, alongside the Royal Cavalier, it is the pride of Walud, and is capable of swiftly delivering elite troops onto enemy soils to make war in the name of the mighty Odin. Wyvern Tail. The elegant white flower that is the symbol of the Holy Empire of Sambrek. Makes sense? Members of the Gorgarian cleric who divine the future from the movements of the heavens. It has long been custom to the astrologers of the imperial court to share their augurs only with the emperor, granting them significant political influence, provided that is that the empire of the day shares Sylvester's inclination to heed their advice. And this one seems like he is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Leviathan. Corals. Sleek-bodied creatures with coats of silken fur, corals are anything but soft and will attack their prey viciously with tooth, claw, and even whiskers, the leather of which can be used to generate powerful bolts of heart-stopping levin. Though native to the arid climates of Dalmekia, corals have been known to wander far in search of new territory, and rumors place them as far north as Dragon's Arai and Sambrek. And there we go. Everything is good. The BC area is getting close to being done. Alright guys, that is going to do it for this part of Let's Play Final Fantasy 16. In the next part, guys, we maybe for realsies go fight Titan for realsies. I mean, we technically fought semi-prime Titan, but we'll fight fully prime Titan maybe in the next part. We'll see. But anyway, guys, thank you all so much for watching this video. Guys, if you liked the video, please give that like button a click. And comment down below what you like about the video, didn't like about the video. Let me know, guys, what you think of Mid. Learning that Sid has a daughter. Uncle Brian coming here. The freaking everything happening with the Sambrekian Empire there. And yeah, learning about the Frostwolf. I thought that was a very interesting thing. So yeah, let me know. And as always, guys, hit the subscribe button so you don't miss a beat, and subscribe to my main channel too. That's in the description below. As well as follow me on Twitter. Both my main Twitter, the RPG Kid Twitter, are in there too. Thank you all so much for watching once again. And I'll see you all next time.